Good morning everyone. In previous grade, I was taught you lesson number 1. What is the name of this lesson? That is plants make food. In which I was taught you the introductory part of this lesson, their hard words and explanation of each and every point. And also I sent the exercise and worksheet of this lesson. Now, today's I want to teach you lesson number 2. What is the name of this lesson? Adaptation, how plants survive. What is the name of this lesson? Lesson number 2. Adaptation, how plants survive. In which we are seeing the meaning of adaptation, definition and so on. So students, open your textbook, page number 163. In page number 163, there is some pictures. Number 1 is the picture of lotus flower, and in which second the mango tree, and the third one picture is cactus. So label this picture. Number 1 is water, number 2 plain, number 3 desert. So students, today's I want to teach you the introductory part of this lesson. Now listen carefully and remember it.
Adaptation, the process of developing the spatial features on the body to adjust in the surroundings is called the adaptation. So the special features that a body acquires to live into the place is called as the adaptation. So like cactus, for an example, the cactus plant can survive in the desert because it can store a lot of water in the fleshy stem, but mangoes cannot do this, and they cannot live into the deserts because they cannot store water. Okay, so they cannot live in the desert areas. Due to the adaptations, plants in different places look different. We can divide the plants in two different categories according to the adaptation. So plants according to the adaptation are divided as the terrestrial plants and the aquatic plants. Let's see now what are terrestrial and aquatic plants. So the terrestrial plants, most of the plants grow on the land. So these are the terrestrial plants that grow on the land only. These are the examples of the terrestrial plants like pine, fir, peepal, neem. All these are terrestrial plants. Then other aquatic plants. The plants that grow in water are called the aquatic plants. Lotus, steppe grass and water hyacinth are the aquatic plants. Let's now see the terrestrial plants and their adaptations. So terrestrial plants means terrestrial, the word terrestrial means as the land. Okay, and land has so many forests, mountains, plains and deserts, and there are some places where the rains are very heavy, and somewhere we don't even receive little bit of the rain, or we receive very small amount of rain there. So all the terrestrial plants can be further divided into the different categories, like plants that grow in the desert. See, these are the cactus plants. These grow in the desert area. We'll learn about more plants which grow in the desert, and some plants that grow in the mountain regions. These are the mountain plants. These long plants grow on the mountain. So we'll also learn about these. the plants that grow in the hot and humid regions. So hot and humid regions are like the regions where there is a lot of humidity, that there is the people sweat a lot in the hot and humid regions. Okay, the plants that grow in the plain region, these are the plain regions where the farming is done. Then is plants that grow in the marshy region. So this marshy region is very dangerous, where you find all these animals, okay, wild animals like crocodile. Okay, so let's start with the plants that grow in the desert. Plants that grow in desert. So deserts are hot and dry places. You can see all these places. These are very hot and dry. There are very little water or no water at all in the desert. Cactus, date palm, babul, kikar are all some of the examples of the plants that grow in the desert. So this is a date palm. You would have eaten so many date. It is it some dates are called from the Dubai also. So these date palms are famous from Dubai, and Dubai is also a kind of desert. Okay, so this is the babul plant. So you can see this is also a plant that grows in the desert area. And one more is kikar. So these, what you can see that the plants having the roots deep inside the soil. These all plants are having the roots deep inside the soil, so that if there is any amount of water in the soil, what they'll do, they will take it from the roots, okay, and give it to the plants. Then this is the cactus plant, you can see, and it stores the water in the stem only. So how do these plants adapt? Let's see. Leaves change into spines in most of the plants. Like these are different types of cactus plants. Some are having flowers also on them. So what they do, their leaves, they get converted into the spines only, so that they can store a lot of water inside the stem. Stems are green, have chlorophyll, and prepare the food. Stems also store food and water. These stems only store a lot of food and water for the cactus plant. Roots are spread out deep under the ground in the search of water. So these roots are deep inside the soil in the search of the water. So if they find any water, they take it from the roots. So these are different types of plants that you will find in the desert area, like date palm, babul, kikar, cactus. Okay, let's move further. Now let's see the plants that grow in the mountain regions. So mountains are the region which are very cold and windy. So these are some of the hill stations like Ooty, where you can go for the vacation. These places are very cold and windy. Snowfall may also take place in winters in these regions. Okay, so the plants like pine, this is a pine plant, fir, deodar, and spruce grow in the mountain regions. So you can see these mountain region plants. These are very long in nature and have the very thin stem. They have a very thin stem and they are very long. These are only the plants which are like fir tree is the tree which is decorated at the time of the Christmas. Okay, so these pine, fir, deodar, these are the mountain region plants. Let's study about their adaptation now. Adaptation of plants in the mountain region. So see, this is a pine tree only. You can see these leaves of the pine tree and these conical kind of thing that is present in the tree in the last slide we have seen this pine tree. So this has this conical thing attached with the plant. Okay, so these are the long trees having the conical thing attached, and you can see the leaves also in this picture. Okay, so the trees in the mountain region are very tall, straight and thin. As I told you, these trees are very tall in nature. They are straight and very thin also. They are usually flowerless and bear cones. So they have these conical shaped things attached with the plants, and these also contain seeds inside them. Okay, so they have seeds inside them. They are conical in shape and thus are also called the conifers. So these plants, you can see, these plants are conical in shape. These can be attached, like, can be imagined as a cone, like your ice cream cone. Okay, so these are like conical shapes, are having conical shapes, so these are also called as the conifers. They are conical in shape and thus are also called the conifers. So their shape is conical, which helps the snow to slide off easily. As I have already told you that mountain regions are very windy, and the snowfall also takes place during the winters. So the snow never so the snow falls down from the plant because of the conical shape of the plant. Okay, their leaves are thin and needle like. So you can see over here these needle like leaves of the pine plant. So this is a pine tree, and these you can see the needle like leaves of the tree. The leaves have few stomata to prevent the loss of the water. So they prevent the loss of the water. The leaf is so small and so thin, so it has also very less number of stomata over them. So what they do not lose a lot of water through the stomata. The leaves have the waxy coating. So these are very waxy. The leaves are very waxy, have the waxy coating to prevent the damage from the snow. So that they cannot get damaged or anything through the snow. So they protect themselves from the snow because of their conical shape, because of the shapes of their leaves, and the leaves also have very less stomata. So please keep these points in your mind.